Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new Secco Fofana SBC to check out. Guys, listen, I'm going to tell you something, okay? Secco Fofana had a card. I don't even think I reviewed this card when it came out. I think it was one of the cards that I just didn't end up doing. Let me tell you guys something, okay? This card, during that time period, was really good, okay? And it wasn't really good just to use as a center back. You see how his original position is center back? No, you could use this card in the midfield setup and he was still a monster as well. So this new SBC has a lot of potential for the meta of this game. He's 6'1", high work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Attributes in game when it comes to shooting, he actually does have some shooting capabilities. What's going to be the main thing with a card like this is defensive capabilities. Why? Because he's a person who's 6'1", high defensive work rate, has a 4-star weak foot. Player traits in game, he's got leadership, long shot taker, in-game attributes. This card is well formatted for the shadow chemistry style. Why? Because you guys know when it comes to midfielders, defenders, when these guys are lengthy players at a 92 acceleration, 92 for sprint speed, at a high work rate with 97 stamina, that's some pretty crazy saucy stuff to work with, okay? Shooting, honestly, is in a decent enough area. You know, if I end up using this card as like my balanced center mid and I just so happen to get into an attacking opportunity and all I have to do is shoot, then great. But his agility and balance makes you want to keep him on stay back while attacking as much as possible. Or like I said, if you're keeping him on balance, but you're just doing some quick passing plays, you're not dribbling too much with him, it won't be a problem, okay? And that's the way they're going to be trying him out. Passing on the card is going to be in a good area. Sorry if I'm like wearing the sweater this way. It's cold, man. It's so cold now. The passing is in a good area. The dribbling we'll be experimenting with, because with Secco Fofana, you know, he does have the 6'1" height, high and average body type, high work rates, all that stuff. We have to see what that's going to be like. Defensive stats will be in a good area considering the fact that he's a high work rated card. I'll tell you guys this right now, from his previous card, couldn't care less about the defensive awareness stat unless they did something crazy about that other card. No, they didn't. So don't even worry about that, because I used this card, I'm telling you, as a center back as well as a CDM, and he like did stuff for me. I remember because during that time period for out of position, I think it was the same time period for the World Cup. Like I was like looking at midfielders and defenders, and I'm like, was it the same time? It might have been the same time. No, I think it was just before, actually. Because I remember using him, and I was like, because I did the review for Danilo Pereira during that time, I'm like, bro, I'd rather just use this card in that midfield position over him, right? But yeah, as I was saying, shadow and a length, he's crazy. And then for physical stats, he's got some good physical stats. So let me go ahead and unlock the SBC, and I'll show you guys how we line him up. Hey, listen, give yourself a nice little this if you still have the Eric Bailly card, because that's a meta link you can work with by itself, you know? Because you got that cheeky little Ivory Coast link, or that nice little cheeky Ivory Coast link, you know? And they're meta players, so that's good stuff. Okay, so cool. Let's go ahead and give him the shadow. Hopefully it's not suggested, but okay, so I have to go buy it afterwards. Cool, that's fine. All right, 4-2-3-1's a good test. Well, the rest of the team doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah, this does not matter, but we'll just do that. Instructions has to be balanced for him, but just on cut pass lane. Cut pass lane is really good for the taller players, so yeah. Okay, cool. Let me go get the shadow and we'll try him out. Guys, tomorrow, no joke, I think it's gonna be like -25. That's kind of crazy. Listen, he was like super far out of position, so I just wanted to kind of try out that manual trackback, which, to be fair, worked out great. Oh, I messed it up there. I knew he was going to do a drag at some point. Go Coqueta into the pass. Yeah, it took him a while to get that ball afterwards because of the agility and balance, of course. So I didn't get the animations there, but you see how fast he is on the lengthy when I initially accelerate with him to go and defend afterwards? We got the interception there. We're good. Nice. Catches it out of the air too. That's nuts. No way. That's funny.
Toty Nakata plays alongside Philip Lam in the centre of midfield, and leading the line today is Ferenc Puskás.
Nice. Worked out actually for the shot. We'll take it. Take that real quick with the weak foot. Oh, I should have passed him on the floor. He was actually like bulleting forward because that lengthy on him. You save the penalty, and he's the one that goes back into the penalty area. We'll take it. Pressure was good enough there. Oh, I mistimed it. I had it though, had it. Oh, nice try, nice try. Laid off. Shoot it right away. Oh, I thought it was gonna be good enough, to be honest. Did he move to the goalkeeper? Nice. That's him getting involved in the attack on the balanced.
In the wide defensive areas, Paul Pogba plays alongside Zinedine Zidane in central midfield, and the main threat in attack.
His dribbling doesn't feel like that bad, eh? Like, I don't mind using him as the attacking-oriented CDM, because you're not gonna really like dribble the way that I do for the sake of the player view, you know? Like, you're gonna dribble normally. You're just gonna do the quick stuff like boom, like run switch, you know?
We know he's got great pace, whether he's running with the ball or running in behind defenders, and that's what makes him.
That lengthy is super helpful.
I'm sure that's going to be the tactics today from his team.
Long-range effort.
A for effort. It's gonna be slower for him to hit those long-range shots, so you're probably not gonna hit those that often with him.
Pogba.
Nice, collects it with the weak foot there too.
Well, that's how to do it.
Oh, I thought the second man press would do something there. Lucky.
To attack using width. Trippier.
Oh! Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Rolling again. Let's find out how they plan to react to this setback.
Pressure throws him off. We'll take that.
Payet. This might have potential. Messi. Correa.
Oh, dude, if I scored that, that would have been nuts. Do you guys see how he can utilize his attacking AI because of that lengthy, though? Like, he gets into those positions very quickly on the bounced.
And credit is due for that good piece of defending.
And I can do stuff like that when I'm manually using him, too. Coqueta,
Available.
pass off,
Mbappe.
flick.
Oh, that's a really good run. Is it going to be?
Time to dribble really well there, nice.
In the opinion of the referee, and this is seriously getting away from them.
Let's see what he has.
Well, he's avoided a booking.
He's got
Continue.
And I can understand
59 penalties. Top class, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go right down the middle on that one. Bang.
And he's caught with ease. No real threat from the cross.
Oh, he messed up. Because I've got the lengthy now. Very easy situation for the defender to get, but you know what I'm saying. His animation to run after the ball is crazy on a lengthy.
Zinedine Zidane.
That's him right there in the middle, look. Back in position. I can switch to him now. Bang, there you go.
And a poor ball.
Oh, interception, but I don't get the second one. His positioning was fine there too.
Pogba.
That's me trying him out in the center back position now.
Lionel Lionel Messi.
Dude, his positioning, I'm telling you, like, when they gave that out of position card, it was actually, like, pretty sick to work with.
Able to get a
Like, in the center back area.
Correa couldn't keep it.
Look, took him out of position. He still did really well. Look at DePaul, man. This is beast.
Well, doesn't have to do it on his own.
Yeah, does well enough there defensively.
Oh, that's an interesting pass.
Nah, we're good. Don't worry about it.
For more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of stop and then just go into the play right away. Did a great job. Yeah, sometimes you get lucky with the shield dribble there.
He's given the penalty. And
Sometimes. Let's say they fall for it again. It's like a mentality thing, right? It's like, oh, he's switching, so he must be wanting to take a good penalty, you know? And you just hit him with a chip shot.
Penalty, yes. Yellow card, no.
Yeah, see? There's like a mentality behind it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Fofana card. So, guys, I think most of the dislikes that are coming from this Fofana SBC, it's got to be from people expecting him to be an objective card, because it was leaked earlier that he was probably going to be, and then afterwards it was also leaked that he was just going to be an SBC anyways, right? Guys, generally speaking, for 156k, if you're looking for a League One midfielder that has the potential of playing as a center back as well, this is a good SBC. Good price range at around 156k. You know, a lot of things bounce off of this card really nicely. There's only two things that I noticed feeling a little bit off of the card, but they were like the more obvious ones. Like some stuff you don't really care too much about, right? So obviously the first thing that I noticed with the card is that he's not as like light feeling when it comes to initially going into one area and then turning and going into the other one. You notice that like kind of that emphasis a little bit to do that kind of movement. Palinga, for some reason, when I'm using him in the CDM position, it's like kind of free flowing with him, which is really nice. But you notice that, which again is not a nuisance because that's part of his physical presence, but some cards are lighter than others. He's a little bit heavier in that part specifically. The dribbling, I honestly didn't really mind that much, because what I noticed a lot on the balanced instruction in the CDM position is that he really utilizes his attacking AI with his lengthy. Like that part is super noticeable on the card when he decides to actually make the runs, right? And because he has the 4-star capabilities, the 87 for shot power, he gets to utilize those things as well, right? The passing on the card is great for a midfielder, no problems there whatsoever. It's a card that if you wanted to use honestly as a not left mid, but right mid in a 3-back formation, you could do that too, because the lengthy will make him faster as well while offering you some attacking capabilities. But I'm being serious, you guys can actually use this card in the center back position, because this card right here was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I was using him as a defender. I'm guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I did the Danilo Pereira review, I think Fofana was in that team. If I remember correctly, I think he was. And I was like, dude, I'm switching this Fofana card around, and this guy's great. I just never ended up doing the review for him, you know? But yeah, generally speaking, like I said, it's a WSBC. You know, the biggest link I could think of with him when it comes to like a double link setup is obviously going to be with Eric Bailly, because of the Ivory Coast link. That's definitely a big one. What else is there? Let's see. So League One, because this is Lens, who they've been doing pretty well this season. I think they're like 3 points away from PSG. Okay, let's see. So there is the left back. The left back might have, maybe he goes up in price because of this SBC. Who knows? How is he formatted? Oh, you can use this guy. He's going to be super cheap and he has no physical capabilities, but you can use him if you really need that link. It's not terrible. Okay, so that's like the one, right? But the Eric Bailly one, I think, is like the big one. I think that's the big one. Ivory Coast. Or it's just Cote d'Ivoire, I think. Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire. Nicolas Pepe, that was a gameplay objective when they released that. That card's pretty generic too. There's like nothing too crazy special about him. Like, if you get him for the links, if anything, right? But yeah, it was mostly to the Eric Bailly card. So if you guys still have him, then that's a W on your part, because you just need to get the link to him to use him in the team. So what you could do is a lot of different things, because you guys know how there's like midfielders that sometimes have like the left mid and right mid position change. It's helpful to have a card like Fofana in that same team, because if you're playing a 3-back formation, you can switch him into the center back position while using your left back or right back. You know, in the case of Hakimi, he's a good example. You switch him to the right mid position, Fofana as a center back, and you could put Acuna as your midfielder, right? Because Acuna is really solid to use as a midfielder now after this upgrade as like the CDM in a 3-5-2 or something, right? So there's so many different variables you can work with. Like I said, generally speaking, it's WSBC. He actually performs really well for the meta of the gameplay, in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, sorry, the team that I was trying to show you was this one. I'm stupid sometimes. Like Hakimi, right back position, switch him to right mid, and then Acuna, I can switch into the CDM position, and then I would have 3 center backs with Thiago Di Jallo, Eric Bailly, and then Fofana. Like, that's just an example that you can work with, right? So my bad for not showing, but you guys know I'm cold, man. It's cold out here on these streets, and tomorrow's gonna be worse. I think it's gonna be crazy, but yeah, WSBC, guys, in my opinion. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.